Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So today I decided to do a get ready with me because I know so many people are waiting for me to actually do a makeup tutorial. And little disclaimer, I am not a beauty guru. I've been in makeup for a little while, but I'm not like a professional. I didn't go to school for this or anything. I'm just kind of doing what works for me. So yes. So yeah, don't judge me on any of my techniques. It's just what works for me or what I like to do for the makeup look that I'm trying to achieve. So we are going to do like almost like an everyday look, nothing too crazy. Today I'm going to be using the Kylie Burgundy palette. Shout out to my sister for getting me this for Christmas. And then these are the tones. So the first one, this one is Naked, this is Beach, this is Penny, LA, Burgundy, Dubai, Brick, New York, and Almond. And I'm thinking we're gonna go in with like these two. Oh sorry, I don't think you guys saw that. These two shades, these ones. Boom, boom, which is Beach and Almond. And that's gonna be our crease. And then I think I'm just gonna keep it very simple with the lid, but we'll see. So anyway, so as I was saying, like I just feel like I'm slacking in all the things that I said I wanted to do this year. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the P. Louise eyeshadow base and Rumor 2. Or Romero. I think it's Rumor. I don't know. This shade. Let's see. Like, why is my camera having such a hard time focusing? There we go. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, so like it gets like a little bit, I'm just gonna put it on with my finger, a little discouraging, you know. And not only that, like I feel like I've seen so many channels being made this time, like this year, or like since I've started YouTube, and they're like blowing up like crazy. And it's because, like, you know how they say like guilty by association? That's kind of what it's like. It's like, okay, their friend or their sibling or something has a YouTube and they've been on YouTube for years, and now all of a sudden like their family's starting to get into YouTube, and it's like they get handed this platform because they're associated with someone who's already big on YouTube. So it kind of just like discourages me. But then at the same time, like I also feel like, okay, I don't want any handouts, so like I just need to put in the work and I will get there. It's just getting there, I guess. Okay. I'm just blending. So yeah, I just like been fighting with myself about like my progress and like our vlogging channel progress and just like all the things that I want to do. And I feel like maybe I'm just trying to change so many things at once that like it's becoming overwhelming because all these changes I want to happen, and it's like one step at a time, Adriana. Like you can't have overnight success, you know? So I've just been watching like a lot of videos of like people who started from like zero, like nothing. They didn't have a big fan base on any platform. They just wanted to do YouTube. So I've been watching a lot of those videos, and it's like, it's helping, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with like, it's a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm gonna go in with Beach, and I'm just gonna go in with the crease, and I'm gonna start tapping it. So yeah, that's kind of how everything's been going so far this year. So And then it's hard too, it's like, because it's like it's like each month is a new month without living in Colorado and being so close to my family. And I feel like these past couple weeks it's hit me harder than it ever has since living here. And like, we've only been here for 4 months in Vegas, and so I feel like before I was like, I'm never moving back, or like, just, you know, like, you didn't like miss them like you thought you would in the beginning. And that's the way like I was like, oh, like everything is going so good, like I don't feel any type of sadness. And it literally hit me like these past couple weeks how much like I miss my family. And like I don't know if it's just like everything my family's going through that's making me miss them more, but like it's just, I really do miss them, you know. But it's also like, I know I moved for a reason, and this is only gonna make me stronger, more independent. And it's not that like I couldn't be independent in Colorado, it's just like this move was so big for us. Like, we had been talking about this move like our very first time ever coming to Vegas, which we were like freaking 15 at the time, or 16. So that's kind of like where I was like these past couple weeks. So I really liked cutting my crease with this brush and this concealer better. Like, I feel like it came out so clean. Okay, so now I have cut both creases. Let's see. Okay, now I have cut both creases, and I'm gonna just set it with my translucent powder. I'm using Laura Mercier and just translucent. And I'm just gonna tap this. I'm not pulling because you don't want to pull the concealer. Just tap tap. This is probably the best cut crease I've had. Okay, so now that I have set the cut crease, I'm going to go back in with that same brush that I used to do the crease, and I'm going to take this almond shade and I'm going to go in the outer corner to blend this crease with everything that I got. Alright, okay, so now the eyes are done. So moving on to my base. So now I'm gonna take my primer, and it's the e.l.f. Poreless Primer, Poreless Putty Primer. And I just put that, I really just put this in my T-zone. I don't really put it all over my face. I just put it where like I know I'm gonna be like oily. And I'm combo skin. Like some days I'm drier than others, other days like I'm oily. But I'm never like oily like over here. Like I'm only oily in my T-zone, literally. And I'm not like severely oily either. Okay, then I've been trying out the e.l.f. Bare Pro Performance Wear Foundation. Don't know how I feel about it. Like part of me likes it, part of me doesn't, so that's what we're going to be using. But I do want to go get the NARS Radiant Finish, I think that's what it's called. I'm going to just take this Morphe S94 brush and I'm just going to start putting it all over my face. I'm so like full coverage that like this foundation just like does my other full coverage foundations like no justice. I love that it's like more of a natural radiant finish. Like the foundation, the full coverage foundations that I've been using are like really cakey and I just haven't been like loving that look on me, so I just been trying out foundations that give me that full coverage but radiant glow too. Like I don't want anything like super matte, but I don't want anything super oily either. Okay. This one I usually use like at least 2 pumps from this. So I'm gonna grab another one. And I kind of go in my cheek area because like I have freckles and I absolutely hate my freckles. And that's the thing is like I know people that have freckles and they're so cute, but mine are so many and they're so dark that it's like, okay girl, we get it, you got freckles, we get it, you know, you don't gotta show out for no reason. I really like working in my foundation. Kind of determines the way the rest of my look's gonna go, if that makes sense. Okay, just the last of my foundation. And I don't drag, I more like tap. I learned this from somebody, I forgot, Rose and Ben. That's what it's called, but her name's Rose. Okay, now I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to do light medium. I've been trying this new technique where it pulls your eye up. I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm so used to like full coverage eye that like this requires a little bit of concealer, and I like a lot of concealer under my eye. It's like really bad. I kind of let that like dry down. Oops. Dry down a little bit. I'm trying to get into cream contour and I think I like it. I just don't know yet. I don't know yet. But I'm not going to do cream contour today. I'm just going to do concealer. Okay, now I'm just going to blend all of this. Cool. Okay. And then for under my eye, I take a beauty sponge. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge, I believe. and I just blend. Okay, like my makeup is showing out today for you guys. Like it's looking good. Like I said, okay girl, you gonna do a makeup tutorial for the first time. Here you go. You're gonna look better than you ever have. So shout out to that cooperating with me. And sorry if like I'm all over the place and you can't like really see what I'm doing. I promise I'm gonna get better with these tutorials. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my translucent powder in my Laura Mercier sponge, and I'm gonna set my under eye. Or actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try this new technique where you don't set any of your face and you just like go in with all your other products. I usually tap my bronzer, but like I feel like it gets too much product in one spot, so I like buffing it out. Oh, I actually like this technique. Do you see that? It is cute. Do you see how like I'm still like glowing in this area? Yes, please. I'm gonna need to take some pictures after this. I'm looking like I'm about to take some Instagram pictures. I'm such a bronzer freak. I love a lot of bronzers so bad. Almost like too much, but like, okay girl, like you're looking a little orange. Tone it down on the bronzer. Okay, so, oh, the bronzer that I used was Icon by Morphe. It's this big one. It's lasted me such a long time. Okay, now the blush. Don't judge me on the blush that I use. Okay, so I actually use eyeshadow for my blush. It's Kylie Cosmetics, and it's the Peach Palette. This is what it looks like. And if you can tell, I go in this one, and this shade. I know. Don't judge me. And I kind of like take it high up for it to be on my cheekbone. I do a lot of blush too. One side always comes out with more blush. It's weird. Okay, so I look a little crazy right now, but I, again, trust the process. Okay, so now that I got the blush, I'm gonna go in with setting my under eye. And I kind of learned to not crease as much under my eye, is going in with it. And I don't like baking because I feel like it gives me too much flashback. So what I've been doing is going like this. And go back in and really working it in there, as opposed to going like this, because you almost pull your eye and it starts wrinkling. So you go like this and you really press it in, and that will already take down your blush. When you start setting your eye, it's gonna take down the color of your blush, so it's not as bright. Like, you can see the difference. Like, this one is already like toned down, as this one's still very up, and it canceled out all that like shine. Because, girl, you don't want to be shining in the wrong areas, you know? So, again, you go in, out, in, work it in. Bam. See what I mean? How like one side always gets more blush, or like gets more of a pinky tone? It's this one. So, okay, this is what we're looking like. Okay, so for highlighter, I use, which I'm gonna need to re-up, is Kylie Cosmetics. If, girl, Kylie, sponsor a girl. Like, I got everything of yours. I freaking love Kylie Cosmetics. I love Kylie in general. So I'm gonna do Cheers Darling in her highlighter, but as you can tell, it's almost gone. I'm really trying to, at this point, I'm just scraping the edges, but I love this one. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in, and I really just try to go in right here. Bam. Oh, she's gorgeous. She gets no better than this. Or does she? Alright. See? Like, look at her. She is beaming. Oh, and then I go on the bridge of my nose. I know some people are like, if you still wear highlight, like, who are you? Girl, I will wear highlight till the day that I die. I freaking love highlight. It gives me that, like, extra. Now I'm gonna just go in. Just gives me that extra, like, girl, okay, you the one. And I'm gonna start doing the sides of my nose. I haven't done this in a long time, but I need to get back to it, is where I bake right under my contour. It just, something about like getting that defined sharp look right there. So okay, see what I mean? Boom, boom. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face off camera, and then I'll come back to show you the finished look. Okay guys, this is the final look. My camera's about to die, but this is the final look. I hope that you like it, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my next videos, and if you haven't already, go like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications so you can get notified every time I post a new video. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.